Hello everybody and assalamu alaikum. I am Turtle Bun Buns. I make drawing videos, as you can see, and in today's video we're going to talk about finishing drawings that you don't like. Okay, this drawing, if I hadn't hinted you already, is one that I was not vibing with it. And it was only after I started to color it that I ended up not really liking it too much. And part of that is because I didn't plan it out as much as I should have. All I planned out was the sketch and the composition, but I did not plan out what sort of colors that I was going to use for this piece. And so when it finally came to time to color, I just fell back on what I normally do, which is to do a complementary. And my favorite one would be blue and orange. That is my complementary fave, right? So I'm just like, it'll be fine. I'll just use blue and orange. It's a hyena and a guy with some locks. It'll be great. It'll be fine. But after I started coloring it, I was like, I really don't like this. Like it did not vibe. Like I really didn't like it. And that's fine, you know? That's okay. You don't have to like all of your drawings. And I was gonna give up on this, but I had already put a lot of time and effort into it, so I decided to finish it. And I'm glad I decided to finish it because you can learn a lot from drawings, even ones that you don't really like. And what I learned from this drawing is that I should actually step out of my comfort zone. And I drew an animal. As I just stated before, it's a hyena, you know? I'd never drawn any animals before besides like a cat, but it's been like little doodles rather than actual studies of how a cat's anatomy works. And I learned a lot about how different a hyena is than a dog. In fact, I also learned that a hyena is not even from the same genus as a dog. It's actually more related to a cat. So that was fun. Like, that's a little challenge for you guys. If you ever end up drawing an animal, learn more about it. Learn where it's from. Learn the different types that they have, you know? I learned a lot about hyenas just by looking at videos and pictures of them. They have really thick necks. They really do. And that surprised me because I was sketching it and I was like, yes, this is a hyena. And then I would look at the picture, the reference picture, and I'm just like, wait, I need to make it thicker and longer. And thicker and longer. And it never seemed to really click, you know, how different the anatomy of a hyena is than, you know, a regular quote unquote wild dog. But it was fun. I also got to do men's fashion, which I don't think men have a lot of fashion, which is sort of a mean thing to say. But when I typed in men's fashion on Google and on Instagram and I started scrolling, I did not find very much that I actually liked about it. I am typically one to think that men look better in suits, and that's because that's what I'm used to. My father and my brother wear suits all the time, and I think they look rather dashing.
Am I overdressed?
Actually, you look rather dashing.
So, suits is like my go-to whenever I draw men. I don't know if anybody has picked up on that, but I need to stop that and actually make outfits for these men, because whenever I draw women, I go all out. I'm just like, yeah, we finna get some dresses in here. We finna be looking like princesses in here. But with men, I'm just like, a shirt, some jeans, cool. and then I'll leave it at that. But I should give them a little bit more attention. I should learn men's fashion just as well as I know women's fashion, and I don't even know women's fashion that well, to be honest. I just be throwing stuff together in my drawings as well as in my wardrobe. But yeah. So let's get back to the finishing drawings that you aren't particularly fond of. Like I said, it helps you step out of your comfort zone. I ended up drawing a rope, some loafers. Again, I ended up drawing a hyena, and I also ended up mixing. Excuse me. I also ended up mixing two hairstyles together, which was the fade and locks, which I haven't done that yet, I don't believe, but I really had fun with that, and I liked how that turned out. Like, as you can see now, I'm like trying to do this loafer, and I wasn't having it, so I went to another part of the clothing, which is something that I tend to do very often. When I'm just not having it, I'll just go to another part of the clothing, and there you go. Just maybe I'll feel better later. That's kind of how I do it. And so, yeah, try things and go outside of the box, go outside of the norm. And also, me quitting in the middle of this drawing, I would have wasted an entire week drawing, right? It might not be something that I'm particularly proud of, but there's always going to be somebody out there who likes what you did, right? Even what you consider to be your most ugliest pieces, there's always going to be somebody out there that likes it.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.
Okay, and with that, that makes it the end of the video. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on all my social medias. I not now, but will be having a second channel that will be linked in the description, as well as my Instagram and TikTok. Hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I hope you guys come back next week. Bye.